My name is Diane Vince and I'm an artist and I am also a teacher. I did quite a bit of research into early visual development in babies purely because I had a very sort of fractious child, a very fractious baby myself, and it seemed to be that whenever she would look at certain paintings she would calm, and I wondered what it was, why it was some paintings seemed to calm her, have a calming effect, and her eyes would they'd just be jolting all around the painting, and other paintings she wouldn't look at all. And it was due to that I came up with this sort of system of compositions, including the sort of that strong contrast. And I contacted a lady at Oxford University, Professor Jan Atkinson. She does lots and lots of research into what babies see and how they see. And she was very helpful, and she wrote back to me, said babies seemingly prefer symmetry, they prefer repeat patterns. There's certain things that they just cannot see at all. Like anything that's, like for example, they wouldn't be able to see a very pastel-y, minimum contrast pieces of work. That they like, there's certain colours that they like blues, strong colours, blues, reds, and they're not very keen on yellow, presumably because they can't see it very clearly, or orange. So I just used those as like a design brief to come up with the paintings.
I'm Pamela George and I'm the sister of the neonatal intensive care unit here at St Mary's. Well, we look after any babies who are born prematurely or who are really unwell after birth, so they can be at term, and those are the sort of babies we look after. And also we do more holistic care as well with the parents, so because it's all around family-centred care as well.
For every piece of work that I do that's for the hospital, there are just things to consider. It's not just, I think, the well-being of the patients, although of course that is a primary consideration, but it's also for the people that work there, for the staff and their environment.
It was guides said about Diane's work and things, and did show me some of her work, which was very nice, and so he said that he was going to sort of ask her to see what she felt and what she could do for us here on the unit, and yeah, we were quite keen to have some of her work here.
Guy contacted me to say that the work for the unit, that he would like me to propose some work for the barely born unit, which of course I was delighted to do.
Because it's a very worrying area, you know, there's a lot of sort of anxiety and things that go on here, and also brothers and sisters of the babies, they also find it quite daunting. You come in and all you see is machinery and things, so we wanted them to be able to come out and just stand, you know, to be in the corridors and just feel relaxed as they came in or when they leave, you know, because it is quite a scary area to be in when you've got your baby here prematurely. So we just wanted something that felt nice, and Diane did come here and she did talk to us about it and what we felt we needed, and then she gave us some ideas as well of what she felt would be right in that area. But so it was a sort of combination thing really, that we both sort of spoke together, and you know, so she spoke to all of us, so that was, you know, it was really nice. We felt we worked together and we didn't just get something that we didn't have any choice over, if you see what I mean, you know, and so that was really nice.
We did a site visit with Guy, and I just showed them the idea of where the paintings, where I thought they would be best placed in the corridors, in the staff reception areas, because they also have to work as sort of signposts, because it's a bit disorientating at times, especially when you've got other things on your mind. It's easy to sort of lose where you are, and they do act as signposts, so you think, oh yes, I know that down at the bottom by the butterfly I know where my room is, or I know, so they have to act in that kind of respect as well. So with Pam I just put the paintings, the visuals, where they would be, just to see if she was happy with that.
Yeah, so we needed to keep it on a nice sort of calm, relaxing environment. So we didn't want anything that was too bright, too colourful, because that just doesn't sort of fit in, because it makes people feel anxious. Certain colours do make you feel anxious. So she had to take that in consideration. And it was a patient area. She's also dealing with different age groups, because obviously we're dealing with parents, grandparents, siblings of the children. So it's not just one age group that we're dealing with. So it's quite difficult, really, because you have to think about everyone, not just that. Because obviously for the babies, it doesn't make any difference to them. But it is the people that are there that are going to have to care for the babies. So if they don't feel relaxed and calm, then they're not going to do the best for their baby either.
These ones are corridor paintings, and then the one directly behind me is for the interview room, which is where parents go to receive information and next course of action, and receive news about how the treatment is going, which is why that one is slightly different and rather more contemplative, and I didn't want it to be too stimulating.
It's placed in various areas, so we've placed it in the playroom where the children are, when the children go to the visitors' playroom. Parents can go in there and have a cup of tea while they're with the older brothers and sisters can play. And so there's some in there. There's some in our quiet room. There's a lovely one in there which is very calm and very relaxing, because that is for parents to go in when they just need that quiet time away from everything, and they can just sit there and just sort of calm down. In the parents' suite as well, because that's where parents come and stay when they start to care for their baby when they're ready to go home. So there's a really nice one in there. And then through various places as you go through the unit, so that they can just sort of keep that nice, calm, relaxing feel to the unit. Everyone has their favourite, and which is different, people say, I really like this one. Other people say, I really like that one. But I think it's created a talking point as well, and it's nice. So yes, it is really good. So we've only had them up now, probably about 2 weeks, and it's really sort of caused quite a stir, and they all think it's wonderful. So it's lovely.